from the soul with it. Yeah. So I was listening to ESPN LA radio with Keyshawn Johnson, Travis Rogers, and LZ, and both LZ and Travis were talking about how the Lakers missed out on Trevor Ariza. They discussed an article written by Bleacher Report Eric Pincus about what other players the Lakers may have their eyes set on this year. Also, they spoke about who they thought were realistic names who could most likely be traded to the Los Angeles Lakers. In Eric Pincus' article, he had a list of names he could see the Lakers potentially pursuing, like Rudy Gay, Wayne Ellington, Justin Holiday, DeMarre Carroll, and Rodney Hood from the Cleveland Cavaliers. Both Travis and LZ agreed that Rodney Hood is a no, and instantly they felt like he should be scratched off the list. LZ stated he didn't think Pat Riley would help LeBron James win championships by trading Wayne Ellington to the Lakers, which I don't understand, because if the Heat could get a pick or something of value in return, it's not like the Heat are in the West. You know, they're in the East, so I don't see why it would be a problem, but moving on. LZ didn't even mention Justin Holiday, but he did speak on the Lakers possibly traded for Rudy Gay or DeMarre Carroll. Travis Rogers mentioned how he doesn't think Greg Popovich would be willing to trade Rudy Gay to the Lakers to help them, but says maybe Pop, be like, hey, the Spurs aren't that good. Rudy Gay isn't the future of my team, and maybe he could get a player in return that he could use for several years. So Travis Rogers says maybe he shakes loose. So LZ responded, and this was his exact quote: he might shake loose, but he's not shaking loose for the Lakers' benefit. I just have a hard time seeing the guy who asks for everything, including the piece of the team, for us to trade for Kawhi, to all of a sudden say, let's let bygones be bygones. Give me a pick and Brandon Ingram, and you can have Rudy Gay. I just don't see that happening. LZ also went on to say that he believes the only player on Eric Pincus' list who seemed like a possibility would be DeMarre Carroll. So if you guys would like to hear the full audio, the link is in the description box, but I agree with LZ. I don't think Greg Popovich would want to trade any of his players to the Lakers simply because he just has that old school mentality. Honestly, I think if you have an offer that he feels that could help the team long term and he could build with, that he will make a move. Please keep in mind that LZ used Ingram as an example, because me personally, I wouldn't trade Brandon Ingram for Rudy Gay, although Rudy Gay is more experienced and more polished at this point and he can shoot. I just think Ingram name, with him being in LA, his popularity, and teams feeling like they could build with Brandon Ingram, I feel like that'll be a better sales pitch. And also Brandon Ingram does play great defense, but unfortunately Ingram and LeBron James don't fit. I think Rudy Gay and LeBron will work for about a month or two, then LeBron will be upset again. I think the only player who would satisfy everyone, including LeBron James, is Anthony Davis. Despite what everybody say about LeBron James, calling him the help or whatever, every franchise goal is to satisfy their superstar and make their superstar happy. I feel like LeBron James would be more confident going up against the Golden State Warriors, or any team for that matter, with Anthony Davis. Me personally, I think the Lakers should go hard and their main focus should be on Anthony Davis. I find it crazy as I watch shows like ESPN shows like The Jump. I've seen former players such as Tracy McGrady and others say that the Lakers need to trade for shooters, but I think trading for shooters, in my opinion, would just be short-term happiness for LeBron James and the Lakers, because LeBron has had bona fide shooters in Cleveland, such as Kyle Korver, J.R. Smith, Kevin Love, who became a spot-up shooter. I remember in 2017, I believe it was 2017, where the Cavs took more threes than the Golden State Warriors, but Golden State took fewer shots as a team and were more efficient. Golden State focus became defense, but the narrative still stayed the same, that LeBron James didn't have any help. By them having shooters, they went 7 games with the Pacers, they went 7 games with the Celtics without Kyrie Irving, and they got swept in the NBA Finals with Kevin Durant hitting the same shot in the same spot he did the year before. So just having shooters won't solve the problem. Like, Stephen A. Smith gotta have a personal relationship with Carmelo Anthony. I don't know what it is. I'm tired of hearing about Carmelo Anthony, bro, and him teaming up with LeBron like they both still in their prime, bruh. Melo won't make them title contenders. He's done. He's washed up. You know what I think Melo should do? In all seriousness, bro. I think Carmelo Anthony should call LeVar Ball and see if he can become the face of the JBL. Sign with the JBL and create a super team with Carmelo Anthony, LaMelo Ball, LiAngelo Ball, and just create your big three, because Carmelo Anthony is washed up. Even if he came off the bench, he would stop the flow of the offense, stop the ball movement, and the man plays zero defense, so what do you have him on your team for? Let the man retire in peace. I don't know about y'all, like honestly, but I would much rather Kobe Bryant come out of retirement than to see Carmelo Anthony come to the Lakers and just look horrible. But the name on this list I can see that will help the Lakers the most defensively would be DeMarre Carroll. He's a great 3-and-D player. He plays great defense. I would have rather the Lakers got Trevor Ariza, just hearing how much of a locker room guy he was and his connection with Luke Walton. And, I think he would have been a great glue guy. He would have made us a lot better defensively. I think we would have been a top 5 defensive team. But I think DeMarre Carroll is probably the only player that's close on that list that will find to a Trevor Ariza. I think the Lakers are looking to shop KCP, and we may have to throw in a late second-round pick to get a DeMarre Carroll. But I'm not giving away the young core for no DeMarre Carroll, and I'm not giving away the young core unless it's Anthony Davis.